Well, happy Friday, Mandelbulber. I'm here at the IFS-Gen. I don't even know how to pronounce it. IFS-Gen? I'm going to pronounce it IFS-Gen. IFS-Gen. IFS-Gen is what I like. That's what we're going to do today. We're going to do IFS-Gen here in the live stream. Let me not step on my intro. Good morning. I've got the live stream going. I'm just looking at the Mandelbulber page, and I don't know where to start exactly. I was going to just start here at this shape here and play with that some more. I've already done some animations, and they've been awesome, and I've already released them. Already posted them to YouTube with songs and everything. And I don't know where I'm going to go today. But then I was looking, I went down here to get the settings, and then I noticed that Graham, McLaren Carbuncle Graham, by the way, that's the pun there if you never got that before. Graham has added some other cool examples here that are awesome. I love this. Can be used with log type formulas. Axion 4D. Oh, I love the Axion. I don't know how to pronounce any of these formula names, guys. And I'll tell you the way that I pronounce them will probably be the way people pronounce them if no one ever pronounces them out loud. And I don't really ever hear people pronounce formulas out loud. So Axion. There's a cool name in there somewhere. And then Julia Bulb, that's pretty cool. I like that shape there. That I can definitely see the IFS-Gen and the Julia Bulb in there. Sometimes combos are not very intuitive as to what made them. Generally would use with linear IFS or Pinsky. See, now that's pretty cool. A little noisy, not quite as. I mean, it's probably just this material because this looks similar. Vixsec. Oh, I love Vixsec. So IFS-Gen, we've got a lot of possibilities here, so I'm not even sure where to go. He didn't give me any settings, though, so that's fine. So we're going to go with these settings here, and then we're going to change the formula. Instead of using, this is Menger 3 right here. We're going to go, select all that down to here. Copy that, and then I'm going to go over here to the render beast. See, that's the animation I made with this shape. We're going to load settings from Clipboard to get back to, I believe, that default there. Oh, and I have 4:3 adjustment. I want to go 16:9. And I'm probably going to go ray marching. That's a very odd step. Let's just go half. And detail level 4. That'll take me to 1. I believe that's correct. So hit render. There we go. Hit auto refresh. Just right off the bat, I like to turn off the background. I'm just not a fan of the 3-color gradient. Not anymore. Not after years and years of playing with stuff, and now I'm just this is my default, pretty much, the black background. I don't know, it just seems cleaner. Not important though, and 9 times out of 10 I wouldn't even have thought about it unless I was doing a tutorial. So this is what the default. So where are we going to go from here? Let's go into our formulas instead of using this Menger 3. So we got IFS-Gen. IFS-Gen, that's the new formula. There's the icon that Graham made for it. What kind of formula parameters do we have? We got your typical iterations. How many times is it going to draw it? Weight. Weight is if there's 2 of these together and you want to weight or have this formula express itself more than this formula, you'd adjust the weights. We're not going to touch the weights right now unless we touch them by randomizing them, which could happen. Which could very well happen. So we've got your standard bailout conditions, formula-specific parameters, what we're going to look at. ABS. And I don't know what any of this stuff is. I should, but I don't. I mean, I know some of this stuff. I mean, these would technically be like, would be, yeah, I don't even know what ABS is, to then know what the subsets of X, Y, and Z. To me, all of these are just parameters, and you just change them and stuff happens. So what happens when I have this? I have no idea. It literally disappeared. Okay, that was unexpected. So let me double it. Why did it just disappear? Yeah, it just disappeared. See, I have no idea the ZX, but I just know that if I double this, it does that. Do I have a scroll wheel here? No, I just have these. So I don't know what the heck it is for. Back to the default. Okay. This ZY here is off of the default a bit, 1.2, yeah, and it materially changed. So I don't know what any of these settings are, guys. I don't. I've often wondered at the superpower that I would have if I actually understood what these things do. I mean, one's probably like a sine, and one's a cosine, and one's a, a tangent, and then you're laughing at me now. I'm laughing at myself. So this is not a live stream to say Steve sucks and doesn't know what any of the parameters do. I mean, I do. I know rotations, obviously. Rotate the parameter internally. And there's two types, or there's two nesting sets of rotation. Rotation 1 and rotation 2. Then you got offsets, and they can start at different iterations. And I understand that kind of somewhat. I don't know what spherefold does. What does spherefold do? Nothing immediately obvious. Oops, and see, and I changed that accidentally and didn't mean to. I should probably have thrown in a keyframe here too, but then I didn't add all these materials to the keyframe. And we still need a add every darn parameter to keyframe button. That's still, if that's a Patreon request or what kind of request that is, that's a high request. I mean, you see it in the randomizing. When you go to randomize these things, it will add a lot of parameters to the keyframes. And that's really the way that if you want to add all these parameters to the keyframes, this is a good way to do it, is in the randomizer. But it doesn't catch everything. It only catches the things that it changes. So what do we want to change? Do I even want to change? I don't like to randomize from here. I like to randomize from here because I don't want to change the camera view unless I do want to. Our aspect ratio is good. I can see all the frames right now. I'm just going to hit heavy randomize and see what we get. But that's not what I wanted to do, actually. I didn't want to just randomize the IFS-Gen formula. Sorry to take a scatterbrain approach to this, but I am curious because I literally have not tried this yet at all. It's just randomizing the whole shape because I can already tell that that one's kind of interesting there. And see, this one doesn't want to render, so let me just stop. See if it'll stop. I should probably use an add keyframe and animation. See, it still says stopping, and I hate when it does that. Select. Can I select this one? Yes. That's just randomize it. Will it let me? Still stopping. Well, I can reset. Let me go back, select. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's then go over to here, the Minger. And I'll just edit out all that failed attempt at randomizing, and we'll pretend the randomizer didn't freeze on us. Minger. Minger cross KIFs. What does that do? Compiling. Well, we could randomize just the formula, I believe. I believe we can randomize just the formula. Let's see if that'll work. I don't think I think it's randomizing all the parameters, including the formula type, but which actually is just fine. This looks pretty cool, actually. I don't know what exactly we're randomizing, but oh. Now, won't let me stop this time. Stopping. Why won't it stop though? It's not stuck on any shape. It's rendered every shape. Yet slight randomize. Will it let me? I can add keyframes, but I can't. That's a shame. That's a shame. Well, let's go back to this one. Double click on it. That's just barely different than what we started, but okay. And then I'd have to look and see what actually changed in the parameters. Can I drag this up? It's really hard to drag that up. There we go. Let's see what our parameters. We got a few down here that have changed. Not as many as I would have liked. And did I only get... Yeah, I didn't get my original keyframe, did I? Well, that's fine. I feel like I can use this one. I'm really looking for that tree root, the tree root fractal. You know the tree root fractal. I don't know what to call it, but it seems like it's almost expressed here. It won't let me. Come on. Come on. And zoom in. Oh, come on. Go to 5. Click on the fractal and move closer. Thank you. There we go. Oh, Ninja Cross Kifs. So let's just go to another. Let's go to try one of these Sierpinskis. That looks better, actually. Zoom out. Okay, too much out. That is not bad. Add keyframe animation. There we go. And then what? Yeah, I'm just randomly gonna select mistletoe donut and IFS-Gen. Okay, not necessarily instant fail. Okay, kind of instant fail. Diffs polyhedra. Auto refresh should just do. Weight. Aha. That. Look at that. There's weight in the randomization. We got the weight messed up. So back to here. Ah, that's with the weight. Look what we just learned. So there we go. Let me just add that keyframe, and we did add weight to our parameter there. That's a much more interesting shape now. Sierpinski something or other 3D. Let's try a different Sierpinski. 40. No. 3D. I just hit my arrow up key and it switched. Okay, that doesn't materially change it. That looks interesting. Here's the 3D V2. I never knew I could do this, actually, just roll through the formulas like this. So that was a really cool thing I just discovered right here, guys. Just arrow up through the formulas. Wow, that's super cool. I feel like just doing an excerpt and showing you that. Except I'm not getting any. There we go. Okay, back in the Minger world. That's Minger 3. So that's Minger Smooth Mod 1. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Let me zoom in here a bit. too much. Hold down on my control key, roll, scroll back. Looks kind of like a Klingon, not Klingon, Cylon battle cruiser. If to get really nerdy on you, that clamshell kind of looking thing. Oh, let's go back over here and let's arrow up. That just kind of doubled. Ninja power 2 polynomial. Huh. Ninja polyfold. Doesn't really change. Ninja prison shape 2. Yeah, a little bit of change. Another prism shape. Ooh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Oh. Let me zoom in and get in on that thing. Oh. Okay. Well, we've saved the keyframe of that. We can just keep rolling through the Minger Octo. Minger middle mod. There's so many Mingers. Look at that. It's just amazing. Oh, well, we really... let's reset view. Where does that take us? Okay. Okay. Get a little closer. Oh... I'm not sure what I'm looking for either. I'm just exploring, and sometimes it's exciting and wonderful, and other times it's boring as hell. So I'm well, not boring as hell, but just what parameter when apparently I don't, when I hit my roll keys, I don't ever hit my arrow keys to navigate. I use these arrow keys, which actually are slightly off screen. Because I need the real estate to show. Yeah, here's I don't know what to do about this. This may not be anything we can do about. But I've got the font big enough to see, and now I can't see any of the keyframe animation stuff. And I guess I can pull this out. Oh, I can pull it out and have it. That's really what I should do. Why don't I do that? Can I grab the edge of this? Why can't I grab the edge of that? I saw it for a second. Come on. There we go. God damn it. Come on. There we go. Now I can get a full, I have multiple monitors too, but I don't want to have 2 monitors set up on the screen capture. So let's try to do this all in one monitor, but now can I make that go down a ways? There we go. I see I want to still be able to see this, which I can actually pull this out too. So today wasn't supposed to be a session on doing your monitors or your windows. All right, let's go back to our formulas. I'm going to arrow up Minger modulus. Oh, I love Minger modulus. What's that going to look like? Not materially changed. Some of these would change more if we were zoomed in closer. Minger mod 1. Minger cross mod 1. That's interesting. Let me reset the view here, see what that looks like as we're pulled back a ways. We could get some brain coral going here, perhaps. Oh, there's some eyes. You see the eyes, right? Eye, and then, okay, let's... there we go. Pick that up and drag it a little more. And get the head to come down a bit. That could definitely, and then of course we got to pick this up and move it to the center of the scene like that. Nice, nice. Except now it looks weird. And so with the animation like that, I can't see all of my pane. Well, I guess I could put it like this. There's a way to work this somehow or other. That's what's bugging me. 47 is really 45. I mean, if you're 40, if you're that close, you might as well just round that stuff There we go. And then move that down. Oops, now we're too big. That's good. Good. Add keyframe. Oh, jeez, what just happened? What just happened to our animation pane? So this isn't going to work. It's not going to work floating out by itself, unfortunately. Damn it. That would have been nice to make that work. This probably explains why I don't usually ever do that. Well, this is going to have to be the way we're going to work. We're just going to slide this back and forth when we need to. That's not a very good solution, and I haven't added this keyframe yet. So add keyframe. Well, let's go back and keep changing our formulas. Cross kiff. Ooh, I like that even better. I'm just going to add that immediately. There, see? That one or that one. Those are eyes. Now, those are freaking eyes. We put lights in there, and we've got eyes. And we may be done right here. Is that our scene? That might be our scene right there. I don't want to take this out forever. Half that. I can't quite gear. There we go. Go into the effects. Lights. Gosh. Let's just have our lights pretty much straight on. I would say usually somewhere around 30. I'll just type it in. Oh, I almost say I want the... let's play with this. Look at that. See, I don't want that. I don't want that. I really do want about 30. Look at that. Yeah, that's very handy to play with, but somewhere around there. And then the horizontal, I'm just being anal, so let me just line that up correctly. Yeah. Nothing else I wanted to play with there. I want to add, I want a new light. I want a point light, and I want to place it right in his eyeball. That was cool. What is that? That big old thing. Let's put that in his eyeball. Right there. Awesome. Let's duplicate that puppy and put it in the other eyeball. Boom, in the other socket. Look at that. That was freaking easy, and I love that wireframe that's on there. We do have wireframe turned on, don't we, for the lights? We do have wireframe turned on. Yeah, we have to show wireframe preview of lights. Change the colors. We want... Where are we at? Let's make sure we got the right lights. 2. Golden eyes. I see, and now I got to go to the other 3 one and change it exactly the same, but I'm just going to hit the gold preset. Well, the problem is the eyes don't, we don't want them to blend in with the whole scene. I guess we're going to have to go red. And intensity down, and then I got to do it to both, and then see, that's where I should have duplicated them after I had set them. Which light am I in? Am I in 2? So we went to red, and we turned the intensity down half, and that's not bad. That's not a bad scene. Let me add all of that. Keyframe animation, add keyframe animation, and go into 3, add the position. I'm not going to animate this, it's just a habit. Intensity, keyframe animation, or am I going to animate? No, I'm not planning to animate this. I'm just trying to make a scene, I guess. I had no goal. I had no specific goal here. Oh, shoot. Let me undo that. Because I think I wanted to add, oops, why did it not add a keyframe? Or did it add one? Oh, it's thinking. It's about ready to crash. This looks like it's getting ready to crash. Are we going to crash? No, it just added it. Okay. It's probably going to save this file. Save settings. Where are we? We are, I can't even see where I'm at. I don't want program files Mandelbulber. I want my user Mandelbulber settings file. And then we're going to call this, this is going to be Livestream IFS-Gen. So I guess we are calling it IFS-Gen. Okay. Yeah. IFS-Gen, IFS-Gen. IFS-Gen is probably more accurate. Was that it? That's literally all we're going to do to the scene. I mean, I haven't changed any materials. I just added 2 lights to a shape. That's literally all I did. That's not fair. Oh gosh. Okay. Is that as far as I want to go with this then? It might be.